What is up, you guys? We are back in another episode of Shmile Bakes, and today I'm so excited because I based this cake on this famous cookie we all love, and you probably have some at home right now, don't deny it. Okay, I wanted to do this cookie and I wanted to do it with a little bit of a twist, so we added a design called fault line cake. I don't know if you've seen them. I wanted to do that. Usually a lot of people do it in the middle on top or just across the whole cake, so I just did that. I added one little layer of Oreo cookie and I put it all around the cake, and then I use American buttercream. So I'm very excited to share this recipe with you. I wanted to resemble it specifically to an Oreo on the inside. So this is a 4-layer chocolate cake, and in the middle it has that creamy, white, delicious filling. So I'm so excited to cut it, but before we even get to that, we're gonna start assembling this cake together. Of course, you gotta have your classic Oreos on top, a little bit of a swirl, you know the drill. One thing that I could say that this cake taught me, you gotta be patient. You gotta be patient because you don't want to mess up the fault line design, and also you want to make sure that your sides are smooth. So we're gonna see here a couple of tips of how to get this smooth design. Like usually I have a bowl with hot water next to me every time I try to make something smooth. So you're gonna see that on the video. We're gonna learn something new today, and I hope you feel, of course, inspired to go and bake something delicious. If you are looking for the recipe of this cake, it's gonna be linked down below. You're gonna have the chocolate cake batter, this American buttercream, and also the ganache. So go ahead and check that out. While you're at it, how about we kind of like subscribe? I don't know, just saying. But anyhow, guys, let's get to it. We're gonna start assembling this cake, and yeah, I hope you enjoy.
So I have here my 4 cake layers ready. As you can see, they're really dark just because I actually used the black cocoa powder that is used on Oreos. Like I said, this is the ultra mega Oreo cake. Now I separated my buttercream a little bit before actually adding the pulverized Oreos, so I can reserve a little bit of that creamy white filling because I wanted to resemble like a literally real Oreo. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this filling in all my layers, making sure that no air is trapped inside, making sure everything is even. Remember to take your time, don't rush this process. This is the key to have a really straight and beautiful cake. Okay, now that that part is done and my cake is chill, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my crumb coat layer. We're gonna add a thin layer of the American buttercream, and yeah, we're just gonna spread it aside. We're gonna let the cake rest after that, and we're gonna move forward to the next step. After a crumb coat, we're gonna start designing basically, or defining, where do we want the Oreo to go. Now here you can see me starting with a whole Oreo cookie like the 2 sides, but quickly I realized that this was not gonna work just because it's too thick, like outside of the cake, and if I use the buttercream to cover it, it was gonna take double the amount of buttercream, and it was gonna be a little bit more difficult to make it smooth and just make sure that everything is properly filled. So I took one side of the cookie and used the creamy side to attach it to the cake, and then I left the outside cookie in my whole line basically. Now for this type of design, I do like to start with like a pastry bag, so just I can pipe where I want the buttercream, and that's gonna help me also define the line. After that, we're gonna smooth it out, try to make sure to cover all sizes, and in this step I will advise you to be really patient, just because you want to make sure everything is properly smooth, but also the little edges of the cookie might interfere when you are trying to scrape off. So you have to be double careful to not lift up any of the cookie, and just make sure that they stay put. As usual, you can see me with my scraper and my hot bowl of water. This is like one of the key elements for me to make a smooth cake. Now we're moving on to my favorite part, the drip. I'm using a white chocolate drip, and this one has been colored with black. Just, of course, following the pattern of an Oreo. In this case, I started my ganache before I even start assembling the cake because that gave it enough time to cool off. There are different ways that you can do this. You can simply do it like I'm doing with a spoon, or you can put it in a little bottle to make the drip, or you can put it in a pastry bag to make the drip. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with. Also, before you add your ganache, remember to chill this cake. You cannot put this in a room temperature cake because it's gonna basically take away the buttercream from the sides. So just make sure you have a chill cake and then start dripping. After you get your drip, you're gonna chill the cake again just to make sure that when you start piping these little swirls, and you just want to make sure they're gonna stay put, they're not gonna slide to the side. As you can see, I try to make it straight as possible. I put it in front of me, imaginary line, pipe, and then rotate, and to make sure everything is even. And to finish up, I'm gonna use my leftover Oreos to put between each little pipe swirl.
Oh, sorry, you're back. Sorry. What's up, you guys? How do you like the video? Did you enjoy it? I know I did. I can't wait to cut this. Like I told you, this filling, those layers, it's like a real Oreo, but giant. But anyhow, can't wait to do this. Can't wait for you to recreate this beauty. Please let me know if you have any questions, anything that you might want to know how I did that, even though you know you just saw the how-to video. But yeah, I hope you feel inspired. I hope you recreate this thing, and you know, send it to your friend. Let me know what you think. Your comments are very important for any video because more people are able to see it if you comment. Imagine how easy is that. But anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoy. I can't wait to cut this, and yeah, what can I say? I see you in the next episode, and remember, happy baking.